Steven Jackson. Let me holler at you right quick, Steven Jackson. Hold on. Yes, you see Kwame name in the title too. Salute to Kwame Brown. Steven Jackson. I've noticed you referencing, you got a new documentary coming up where you get to explain the malice in the palace. You get to finally knock off all the gossips about you being a thug and all that. Everybody who said you guys were bad guys, you have a chance and a platform to vindicate yourself. But you know what I notice about hypocrites like you? Why don't you see this is Kwame Brown's documentary time? This is his time to wash away a lot of the fuck shit people like you have put on him. Now you get to explain the malice in the palace. You get to break down the situation and you get to be vindicated. You get to explain what really happened so people could feel your side and hear your side. Shouldn't you understand what Kwame Brown is doing? Shouldn't you look at his response towards you at that time was his situation of having his own voice, his own. This is like a documentary for Kwame Brown. That's in real time, in real life. He gets to break down and let us know what happened. I fought back and I said like this to you and Matt Barnes. I ain't gonna do no joke. It's no criticism. I do feel what you guys did at the Malice at the Palace, y'all did get a bad look. I felt the suspension they handed down on you guys was racial. They seen a lot of white folks mad at you guys. Because let's just be real, black folks wasn't mad. Black folks wasn't mad at y'all at all. If motherfuckers want to play a stupid game, you win a stupid prize. But the whole world act like you people were worse than the actual educational purpose. Terrorists who come here, educational purpose. I gotta watch some of these words. But to see that you now get your day and chance and everybody now loving Steven Jackson again. What about Kwame Brown? They made him seem like a monster. I remember dumb, like he'll have a regular speeding ticket or something like that or a drinking situation and they'll magnify it in the newspapers and just make this man look like he was a monster. If he had a bad game, again, they publicized Kwame Brown like he was a monster. I get it if you talk about his basketball plays or whatever, but y'all started breaking down things that ain't even had nothing to do with the game, bruh. I remember this. Can you imagine if, like, I need you to imagine, Stephen A. Jackson, this ain't me being mean to you or nothing like that. And before we get started, I need y'all to do me a favor, man. Hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and come rock out with the I Smoke Hip Hop Live family right quick. Steven Jackson. Can you, like, this ain't no joke or nothing, brother. I really want you to listen to this video, man. Can you imagine how it feels? Because you know already, during that time at the Palace, you was looking at your brothers who you love. You love these guys. You're ride or die. You go to war with them every time you play an NBA game. I know. National Basketball Associations, no boys allowed. All men. Those who are fighting for a resource, a check, to get money to save your life and your family and get them out of harm's way so you can be more comfortable in the society we call life. I feel you. No biggie, no problem. Now, you just trying to do that. You already got Ben Wallace messing with Ron Artest during the whole time I seen it. Ben Wallace should have been called out during the whole time too because he was the instigator, but because I'm from the hood, let men be men. It is what it is. But Ben Wallace should have been called out. Now your guy is already in a situation where it's already spinning out of control. Now beer's thrown at him, the level of disrespect and disgust. And now you see him attacking somebody, but it's like the whole world against your brother. All you need to see is one person attacking the person that you ride for and you love. It don't matter. You gonna go to war for that man and woman. Facts. That man and woman, nobody could stop you from protecting them. So you run out there, and I see Fred ran out there too. O'Neal ran there, and I forgot who else too. But y'all did y'all thing. Now, me being a young kid at the time, I love seeing that. Oh, bless. I was not that young. I was a young teenager, you know. But bless one, you promoting violence? No, I'm not. I love seeing brothers ride for each other, not really caring about the bag like that, but making sure each other is safe. And that's what I seen. But the whole way they portrayed y'all was monsters. How did you feel, Steven Jackson? Everybody looked at you as a thug, a typical, this level of suspensions y'all got. Y'all all lost millions. And we seen far worse in the league versus that. And look what they gave to you guys. Made y'all the example. Rest in peace to David Stern. Now I want you to imagine, Steven Jackson. Hold that thought. A young kid who's 18 years old. He gets drafted. Number one. Did we have high school kids before? Yeah. But we ain't never had the number one pick as a high school kid. You being scrutinized everywhere. Then you get a slash owner teammate that, I'm not hating on Jordan, but we all know he can be a cancer when it comes to success. Meaning that he'll leave you out and dry if he don't rock with you. We know Jordan didn't rock with this man. Jordan didn't want to draft him. He didn't want to draft him. So you go into a place that's not fit for you. That narrative already set in stone for you before you even got there. Before you even dribbled one basketball for the Wizards, played one game, everybody was waiting for the moment to say, this is Michael Jordan's failure. Kwame Brown. All the sports writers, journalists, analysts, everybody had their pen and pads ready to destroy who you were as a man and an athlete and a great teammate. That's Kwame Brown's story. Relentless years after years of attack. People never forgot about the Palace, at Detroit's area, but they gave you a pass years ago, Steven Jackson. See, you and Stephen A. Smith are the same. I'm calling y'all the same name. And ain't that a coincidence? Two clowns that attack Kwame have the same names, but I'm going to get away from that. Now, imagine 20 years of this. You didn't have no word or silence. Not only that, what platform could have Kwame Brown went to where he would have get a fair shake to explain what he went through with the madness of the NBA, that is of the Washington Wizards, the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm only going to name those two teams. Who can explain that and allow him to get his fair shake to explain it with a non-biased outlet? I don't see many platforms like that. Majority of these platforms are the representation of the go get along. None of y'all would have given this man a fair shake. Y'all would have cut the interview and made him look like a complete fool and say, this is the example of why you should go to college. I'm not dumb. It's a lot of money to force these athletes to go to college. That's why Stephen A. Smith went to different universities talking about the one and dones and why no more high school kids in the NBA. This is way before Stephen A. Smith got even more bigger on ESPN than he already was. Facts. Now, can you imagine that? But you out here, you got a whole documentary to explain how people was unfair to you, Stephen Jackson. Should we cry me a river? Play the violin when that documentary come on? Should we shut it off and say you're still an evil dude? You're a thug who hurt innocent people in the crowd? Should we put that narrative on you? Because that's what you allowed when you let, what's that lady name? I'm being slick, Rachel Nicholas. You allowed her to throw her slick disses and everybody else. Ain't nobody saying you had to kumbaya and hold hands with Kwame Brown. But the level of disrespect y'all do the brothers at that, bruh. And you supposed to be a Port Arthur real one. Nigga, I know real niggas from Port Arthur. You don't represent Port Arthur like that at all. You've done more than Port Arthur than I ever could because I've never been there. I'll fall back from that part. But I'm talking about being stand up to another brother that you claim you being stand up about. It's wild, my nigga. You get to share your story for the world and break down the madness that is skewed upon you. Going in that crowd and protecting your brother, Ron Artest, they made you look like a monster. So I do equal it to the monster y'all made Kwame Brown look like. A simple kid who just wanted to get out the hood and save his family. Save himself from destruction. And he did that. I didn't hear no good talks about it. I didn't hear any great professors and teachers coming out telling kids, look, you don't have to be the best, but you can be all right and still get this bag. And that should be preached. The bag is important to get. Having people suck up to you, worship you, that shouldn't be what we keep preaching to our kids. Look at this fame, social media fame, how many followers you got. Is it paying the dividends and taking care of your loved ones? That's what should be talked about. And I don't think it is. So Stephen Jackson, I say again, this documentary that's coming out, have you taken upon the situation with it and fixed it? Did you fix it? You never did. But you get to fix your situation while telling others to shut up and move out about. Should we say the same thing to you? Stephen Jackson, it's been like 20 years. Let it go. Go away. It's been a long time. Stop crying about it. Should we do the same thing to you, Steven Jackson? Why do we need to see the documentary of what happened? We already know what happened. You were a bust. You know, the way you guys said it to Kwame Brown. You wasn't good at basketball. Well, you wasn't good at life. You was a mean one. Should we say that? Should we just cancel out your documentary and you representing yourself and protecting your name and your brand and your legacy? Exactly, I thought so. Well, then allow Kwame Brown to do the same. That's all I'm saying. Have a blessed day, man. Love your family, love your kids, and stay blessed, gang.